Square root of 15 plus square root of 35 plus square root of 21 plus square root of 5 upon square root of 3 plus 2 times square root of 5 plus square root of 7. Let's solve it. Square root of 15 we can write 5 times 3 under square root plus square root of 35 as 5 times 7 under square root plus square root of 21 as 7 times 3 under square root plus 5. This we can write square root of 5 times square root of 5, because when a is under square root it means a is raised to the power of 1 upon 2. When we square it, the exponent is multiplied by 2, so 2 and 2 gets cancelled. So a can be written as square root of a square. So 5 can be written as square root of 5 square. Now upon square root of 3 plus 2 times square root of 5, this we can write square root of 5 plus square root of 5. This is equal to 2 times square root of 5 plus square root of 7. Now when a times b is under square root, this is equal to square root of a times square root of b. So using this property we can write square root of 5 times square root of 3 plus square root of 5 times square root of 7, then plus square root of 7 times square root of 3 plus square root of 5 times square root of 5 upon square root of 3 plus square root of 5 we can write together, then plus square root of 5 plus square root of 7 or square root of 7 plus square root of 5. Now here we can take square root of 5 common. Now here we can take square root of 3 common in these two and write square root of 3 then times square root of 7 plus square root of 5, then plus in these two we can take square root of 5 common and write square root of 5 then times square root of 7 plus square root of 5, then upon square root of 3 plus square root of 5, then plus square root of 7 plus square root of 5. Now square root of 7 plus square root of 5 is the common factor, so square root of 7 plus square root of 5, then times square root of 3 plus square root of 5 remaining factor upon square root of 3 plus square root of 5 plus square root of 7 plus square root of 5. Now let us consider square root of 7 plus square root of 5 is equal to a and square root of 3 plus square root of 5 equals to b. Then we have a times b upon ab, a plus b equals to, and let this be equal to x, or we can write 1 upon x equals to a plus b upon ab, or 1 upon x equals to, ab is the common denominator, we can write a upon ab plus b upon ab. Now here a and a gets cancelled and here b and b gets cancelled, so 1 upon x equals to 1 upon b plus 1 upon a. Now let's substitute the values for b and a. So 1 upon x equals to 1 upon b is square root of 3 plus square root of 5. So square root of 3 plus square root of 5, or we can write it as square root of 5 plus square root of 3, then plus 1 upon square root of 7 plus square root of 5. Now let's rationalize the denominator. So we divide and multiply by the conjugate of the denominator. So square root of 5 minus square root of 3 upon square root of 5 minus square root of 3, plus again we rationalize the denominator. So multiply and divide by square root of 7 minus square root of 5 upon square root of 7 minus square root of 5. Now this is in the form of a plus b times a minus b, differences of square, so a square minus b square. So 1 upon x equals to square root of 5 minus square root of 3 upon square root of 5 square minus square root of 3 square plus square root of 7 minus square root of 5 upon square root of 7 square minus square root of 5 square. Now remove the square root with this square. So 1 upon x equals to square root of 5 minus square root of 3 upon 5 minus 3 plus square root of 7 minus square root of 5 upon 7 minus 5. or 1 upon x equals to square root of 5 minus square root of 3 upon 2 plus square root of 7 minus square root of 5 upon 2, or 1 upon x equals to 2 is the common denominator, so we can write 2 common, then square root of 5 minus square root of 3 plus square root of 7 minus square root of 5 plus square root of 5 minus square root of 5 gets cancelled. So 1 upon x equals to square root of 7 minus square root of 3 upon 2, or x equals to then 2 upon square root of 7 minus square root of 3. Now let's rationalize it again. So square root of 7 plus square root of 3 upon square root of 7 plus square root of 3, or x equals to 2 times square root of 7 plus square root of 3 upon square root of 7 square minus square root of 3 square, or x equals to 2 times square root of 7 plus square root of 3 upon, remove square root with this square, 7 minus 3, or x equals to 2 times square root of 7 plus square root of 3. 7 minus 3 is 4, 2 times 2 is 4, so answer is square root of 7 plus square root of 3 upon 2. This is the answer. So this is equal to square root of 7 plus square root of 3 upon 2. How did you solve it? Let me know in the comment section. Thanks for watching.